Hi, Sam. Welcome to What's Your Next podcast.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for having me.
So happy to have you here. Tell us what you've been up to because you came last year. We talked about Gabby Green, and we got to talk more about Gabby Green, and I'll share why.
Okay, yeah. I wrote I came on for Gabby Green, the first one, and now
Yep.
I've written the second one. So she came out and another book, the vampire book, Undead and Unwed.
Yes.
So I've been busy.
You've been busy. You've
I've
been
been
busy.
busy. Last year was in pure insanity. I was writing vampires, spies. I didn't know which end was up.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
writing. And I read the Undead, the vampire one. It was delightful. It was a
Thank you.
great for the fall. And then you got Gabby going on a tropical vacation.
I know.
Like you're in the dead of winter, and you're like, you know what? We might as well just go to an island off Portugal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Gabby Green's coming out with she came out the same time as they put the department stores put the swimsuits out. Like
Yes.
you're gonna go as if we're all gonna go to a tropical resort.
Yes. So I have to tell you, I think I shared this before. I am a baby Gabby Green in some ways because I have a similar path, unconventional path to work in takedown investigations. So I don't work in the government. I work
Yes.
in the private sector, but I do similar things at Gabby. And I started later in life. I started when I was 36 or 37. And I'm 44 now. And so it's an unconventional path, and I love that Gabby is trying to manage it all, and she cannot do it, which is the
No.
reality of it. And I think it's so telling as kids, ex-husband, a potential love partner, being in an active duty, being on site to actually do things. I work remotely. I don't even get on. So she's like my hero in many ways.
Yeah, she's keeping it together. There's a lot of comedy because she looks like a mess a little bit, but
Yes.
if I was keeping it doing as well as her, it would be a
Yeah.
miracle. Like
Yeah.
what is she's doing great. She's solving crimes. She's having great insights. She is balancing work and it's difficult, but she is doing it.
Yes.
It's like she's doing it.
Yeah, she's doing it. So talk to about Gabby
Yeah.
Green, who knows who done it, which is a little bit muffled.
It is.
I the compliment of Gabby now that she is a baby agent and she's training, she's learning how to be get a gun and actually young combat. And then she's sent off to with her potential romantic interest to who is also her mentor to go on site for Hollywood wellness, maybe cold leader, maybe group. We're not sure what's happening.
It's there's so much going on.
Vacation. So it's a vacation, a tropical vacation.
Mhm.
And so she has to manage her kids who are staying with grandma and trying to figure out. And her kids, I love her kids, by the way. They're the little air tag.
Oh,
And so,
I had the kids come in, spend more time in this book, and my
yeah,
editor was like, "Oh my God, Sam, take it down a notch. There's too much going on."
yes.
Because I love the kids too. I love the kids.
The kids were great, and so her ex-husband drops into trouble go vacation.
I know. Isn't that a nightmare? Isn't that the worst thing you can think
That
of?
is the worst nightmare. It's having comes on faith. Like we're just I know it's a romance, but I was on the edge of my seat trying to figure out how Gabby was gonna get out of it.
I didn't know how. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, what are we gonna do next chapter? Because this is a disaster.
Yes. So talk to us about the process of figuring out this location, this particular case that Gabby's solving. Because it has elements of like maybe Maha, maybe wellness. It has elements of the Hollywood culture. It has elements of maybe some trafficking or some stuff that's going on. And we have a psychic. We have the president psychic who gets
Everything.
kidnapped.
There's so much going on. This book is probably like an ADHD diagnosis for me. Somebody
Yes.
could just be like,
Yeah.
Sam. Yeah.
So you were like, okay, we're gonna put everything in the kitchen sink and we're gonna make this a
It's
lady.
gonna work. It's gonna work. But isn't that real life? This is probably toned down from real life. Real
Yeah.
life is so much crazier. If I'd made it real, it would have just been no one would have believed it at all. They would have been, Sam, you've gone too far. Some people might say that anyways. But no, I started with this one. I actually, it was originally set in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really set in Hawaii. My husband and I got married in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, this is so much fun! I loved it." It was like, and my one of my closest friends lives there, so we like visit she's like my auntie now. So
Yeah.
we like visit her. But so I thought it'd be great because I've spent enough time there now. I thought, who doesn't want to go to Hawaii? I'll take people there on a book. And then I was talking to somebody and they were like, I know a couple people who are, I didn't even realize somebody I know because like people who are spies don't tell you they're spies.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody I know though was I know two people who have like jobs they're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
So the two people with one of them read the book for me because
Yeah.
I had just randomly asked her to help out because it had such a tight deadline. And I was like, can you please fix the comments for me so it's at least a clean copy when I send it in?
Yeah.
And she got back to me and she's, we're at it, Sam. Can we- You have a couple of things that aren't working for this. Like, I think so she did like a little bit of a spy revision for me. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I didn't even know I was going to get this. And the other one was when I said it in Hawaii, the other person I was talking to, he offered to chat with me about the book because he read the first one and he's, if you want to talk about the next one before you write it, feel free.
Yeah.
And he told me his first thing he said was the CIA wouldn't have jurisdiction in Hawaii, which I would,
Yeah.
they would under certain circumstances, but not if,
Not
not
for
just,
this. Not
not
for
for
this.
this.
This is an American. This is a U.S. citizen. I think
They're
he.
all Americans. They're all
Yeah.
Americans.
So it's not. It would have to be somewhere else for that reason.
Exactly. So that's why it's in the Azores. We went to
Yeah.
Portugal. I was like, all right, let's do it. So I took him to the Hawaii of Europe based. Yeah, it was, it's everything happened. It was a circuitous
Yeah.
path to,
Oh my
it was,
gosh. Yeah, so it was like a process of putting it all together and then getting feedback and trying to mesh it together. Because I feel like in a way, this is a book that you probably have to put all these elements and they don't make sense and then trying to connect the dots. Because at the end, it does make sense. It makes the story richer. But when you start to read it, you're like, what is going on? You know, how this is going to happen.
the
And
murder boards I
yeah,
had for this book where I was that meme of, I can't remember his name, with all the red string everywhere,
yes,
just losing my mind, tearing my hair out. And
yeah.
I was like, what am I doing? Because
Yes, because you also have the twist because it's a spy romance in some ways, and there is like a romantic suspense. There's a little bit of like stuff. So you do have this idea of who is the bad guy, and there's a twist at the end that tells you like, hey, as someone who is seasoned reading may have figured out, but a lot of people, but Gary didn't know who was the person. So you kind of have to get the shock of
yeah,
that, and then try to have the boat scene be at the edge of the sea. Are you all going to survive?
yeah, absolutely. And
So
then it was a lot for me to balance. It was a lot for Gabby to balance. There was so
yeah.
much balancing going on. We all made it out. So
You did. You made it unscathed. And you know what?
yeah,
Gabby learned that she cannot control things.
she can't. She absolutely, Gabby can't control things, and neither could I.
Yeah. I think it's a life lesson that we all are learning.
I did not have enough time to pull
Yeah.
everything together. So at the very end, I think I solved one of I can't even remember what it was, but I just said Gabby delegated something at the end. And I was like, Gabby learned, I was like, this was more of a character arc. She learned that she can't do everything. So we're not solving all of this mystery today. She's delegating.
Yes. Yeah. She's celebrating. This is part of it. This is what you gotta do.
I thought it was hysterical. My editor didn't laugh.
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lesson from me.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't we all?
I think we have to delegate things. We cannot do it all.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Should we expect more Gabby books? Just in a
It depends they're making the Errands and Espionage movie.
wait, there are?
Yeah. So that is currently underway. I haven't talked to anyone recently, but they have the script was finished and they were like, someone signed on as a director. I'm not sure if I'm allowed. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't know what I'm
There might be a movie coming in. There's something
There
in
might be a movie coming in.
pipeline.
Yep. And it's going well. It's like, it's moving along. Like I met with the producer. It was in Thanksgiving, which feels like yesterday, but now that I
Yeah.
think of it, it was like 3 months ago. But it
For
was,
10 years too. Like honestly,
yeah,
2025 and 26. This year feels like 10 years. January was
yeah,
like really good.
yeah. It's 10 years ago and yesterday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was moving along though. So there's a Gabby movie in the works.
There we
So
go. We got something to
if there's a Gabby movie out, you can expect like 20 more Gabby books. If
please do. I am reading. I'm like now like I'm a cozy like a millennium mystery reader. And I love that they're just keeping me fed and happy with the same amateur sleuth trying to solve problems. I'm like, yes, just keep bringing them in it. And like, I know in romance we have different couples because the whole point is happily after, but sometimes you just need to build that in, like just have a little bit more. I want to hang out with my
Absolutely.
friends.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I love those are some of the books that I grew up with too. Like I think that
Yeah.
the mystery ones too, you always have that sleuth that carries through the entire series. And
Yeah.
then I remember what's that I can't even remember the Diane Mott Davidson series
Yeah, I think
where
so.
she's cooking. I
Yeah.
was such a boring college student. I was always reading those like I think I found them originally on my grandmother's shelf in
Yeah.
her like nursing home.
Yeah.
And I was reading those constantly and then making recipes from the back.
Yes.
I loved it because I was like Goldie, the sleuth chef,
Yeah,
made these
you
great
learn.
brownies.
Yeah. I finished the Ellie Alexander Big Shop Mystery, which is like 20 bucks. They're delightful. So Ellie does it away. This Jules is a amateur sleuth. She's an Ashland. She basically solves all the mysteries, but she also has a bake shop. And in some ways, Ellie intercepts ways how to cook things or learn how to do mythology, like how to the story and stuff, because she does cook. And she like essentially learn how to cook while solving a murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
learned that I'm like, I should travel to Ashland. It is lovely. Like now I'm like, I want to go to the Azores. Like I want to go to an island. This is
Me
why
too. I haven't been to the Azores and I was like, can this book just make a lot of money so I can go
yes,
there? That would be great.
yes.
I feel like every time I go to a location though, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to completely absorb myself in this and learn everything there is to know. And it's going to be such a great, like, the character is going to be the best setting ever because I'm going to know it so well. Every
Yeah.
time I do that, they're like, the contract falls through for some reason. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I went on vacation for this.
I want,
Like,
yeah, I want to write like a book or like a mystery series set in my hometown in Puerto Rico. Like I live in this
oh,
little
you're from
tribe.
Puerto Rico.
I am from Puerto Rico. I am
I
from
didn't know.
that one from the
Oh,
whole
are
thing.
you friends?
Yes, we can. I
Oh, that
actually
is,
was born and raised, and my family still lives there. I grew up in Isla Verde, which is Carolina, a suburb of San Juan. It's in the strip by the airport in that little area. And I feel like that's the perfect setting for a cozy mystery because, here
I,
I'll tell you, Puerto Rico
oh,
loves to gossip. We love
yeah.
to gossip and talk about things. We have corruption. We got murders every day. We got
Laura,
small
this is an
town killing.
assignment. You don't have a choice. You have to write it.
Yes, yes. So I feel like it's such a cute setting. Like
Yes,
it's like you go to the beach or you go like you have the music, you have the food.
absolutely. My husband and I went to Puerto Rico last year and we loved it. Oh my God. No, maybe it was even like 2 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a while ago. It was longer. We need
yeah,
to go back. It was the most delightful experience. I loved it.
yes. What
It
part
was
of Puerto
so
Rico
good.
did you go to?
Going to San Juan and then we stayed at an Airbnb like 40 minutes away.
Okay.
It was so beautiful. I don't even know exactly where we were.
You probably were the East Coast, either in the East Coast by the rainforest or
We were in the middle.
oh, in the middle.
We
Okay.
just drove, yeah. I just got like I was like, I think the coast was probably more expensive. So I was
Yeah.
just like, so I was just getting a good, and I want to go there. It was Casablanca was the name of it was so good. I loved it. It
Casita
was the most,
Blanca, the restaurant.
which one was the restaurant? Oh, Casita Blanca. Casita Blanca. That's the place we stayed, I think.
Oh, I
Casita
love
Blanca.
it.
Have you?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, we got off oh my God, it was so much fun. I just like Googled restaurants though. And
Yeah.
as soon as we got off the airport, or out of the airport, I was so excited. And then we drove into we drove all over San Juan and
Yeah.
we ended up at this like I felt like a little out of the way restaurant. And it was so much fun. It was delicious. It was, I want to go back.
Yes. I love telling my friends who are like, go here and go there. This
Yeah.
is where the Puerto Ricans go to. This is what we normally do.
If
You
I
know,
go again, I am contacting you
please
immediately.
do. And I'll
Yeah.
give you my mom's phone number. My mom is like the
Okay.
unofficial ambassador of what
Okay.
she actually BAs for a couple of my friends who are bloggers. And so she knows all the romance books. She's very knowledgeable. She doesn't read, but she doesn't read for pleasure, but she knows all the different authors. And I'm like, and we'll send her like a monster romance. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Now I know that this is Robert Dixon is sci-fi and she lost like the aliens. Like my favorite mom is like very
I
open
love it.
for
I love it. I love
this.
it. That is so cute.
Yeah.
I've been practicing just last week. So this is last week.
Yeah.
My daughter is really into Spanish, so she started quizzing me in the car. So she's going to teach me Spanish on our commute. I'm excited.
Yeah. There we go. Puerto Rico is a really hard language. Like it's a really, I would not, if you, I do not understand Bad Bunny, and I grew up with this Bad Bunny Spanish. So we were like, honey, I'm like, it's a slang. You cut
Yeah.
words. We have the Boston accent. We take the R's, we took the L.
Oh.
Yeah, we say Puerto Rico. Vuelta. And so like R, it's supposed to be the R. We'll say it with L. Like, and then we have this weird way of saying things.
Oh, okay.
But in words, like it'll say fin de semana, which means weekend. Or we also say weekend, but we say fin de. And you're like, oh, where's the semana? You're like a fin de. Aquí, we're like, this is like a weird place to be, but we're warm, we're real welcoming, and a lot of people don't understand English because we're colonized, and so I grew up bilingual, so I grew up learning both languages when I was a baby, so we understand, and we consume American media as well as Puerto Rican media. I do like Puerto Rican media much better than American media.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's great.
So Telemundo, which is Latin America, the OG Telemundo, the original Telemundo is from Puerto Rico. So, which is far superior. Yes, Telemundo is originally from Puerto Rico. That's a far superior channel than the actual. Yes,
it's amazing.
Yeah, so Puerto Rico, we're having a lovely week, basically a couple weeks of celebration, and we're just telling everyone just to be part of it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some books. Do you have any books to recommend?
So this year, I've gotten to know Tasha Coriel as an author.
Yeah.
Love Letters to a Serial Killer and Matchmaking for Psychopaths. I thought she did Matchmaking for Psychopaths was great because she did a really good job writing an unlikable heroine and like frog and boiling water me into it. I think she did a great job. I'm always writing unlikable heroines, and she did a good job.
Yes.
Love that. Oh my God, all the books are right here. I guess I'm next to the bookshelf. I've got the redo list. I just read this last week.
So good.
Yeah, so good. I loved it. And she's just, Denise writes just like such warm, cozy cinnamon roll guys, but then they have enough substance. Like I am like I like a dirty, mean alpha hero most of the time.
Yeah.
Just give me somebody problematic and then let the heroine fix him and he loves only her. Yeah. And that makes it extra special. I don't like cinnamon rolls, whatever. But she does a great job with a cinnamon roll. Like they have enough substance and they're complicated and interesting. He dirty talks. Yeah. Which made him feel like he had a real spine. Yeah. And like, give me like, I will take a Denise cinnamon roll. Yes. Denise could just be my boyfriend because the way she writes men, I was like, okay, that's how men should be.
But I do want more alpha men. I would like some more alpha.
I love alpha men.
Like problematic guys. It's like sometimes you're just red flags. There's a reason.
I know there are. And then I feel like we have to, that's what we deal with in real life. So we have to work through it. What are we working, like, just give me the problems. And then I love Nikki. Her latest is.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And that's another one. She's an amateur sleuth. She is so it's a good Gabby Green companion.
I absolutely love Nikki. Her voice, she could write anything.
She can write.
I don't even care. She's one of those authors where I don't care if it has a plot. I don't care what's happening in the book. She could just write her morning journal and I would buy it and read it because she has such an interesting take and a great voice. So funny and smart.
These are great recommendations. I approve all three of them. All three have been guests of the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they all have. And I love talking to all of them. So they're great people to keep promoting. So obviously you got 3 books out. Gabby Green, then you got Unwed Undead, which is perfect if you want to get the cozy vibes. You can read it now in the winter. Tell us where you can find you online.
Oh, let's see. I have a website that I haven't looked at, so God knows what's on it. samtschida.com. Let me know what's there.
Yes.
Report back. Let's see. Oh, I'm on Substack. And I think you can just sign up for, I think it just says Sam Tschida probably. And then I'm on Twitter, or not Twitter. Twitter doesn't even exist anymore. That's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I dumped that platform a long time ago. I'm on Instagram and TikTok at The Real Sam Tschida.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam, for being on the show.
Thank you. I always love talking to you, and I can't wait to read your book. I'm recommending your book. Seriously, you need to get on it.
I need to get on it. I need to just do it. So I need to get over the imposter syndrome. So.
I want my Puerto Rican cozy mystery. Like
Yes.
right now. I want it yesterday. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for listening to the What to Read Next. For more book lists, cozy reads, and library tips, visit the whattoreadnextblog.com. Your next great read might be waiting there.